students, this is the fifth part of the video from the chapter number 2 of history, that is Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. In this video, I will tell you about the February Revolution effects and the October Revolution of 1917. So let us begin with our topic. Dear students, in the last video, I have told you about the February Revolution and how Tsar abdicated his throne. And after that, the provisional government was formed by the Soviet leaders and the Duma leaders. Now, what happened after the February Revolution? So, as soon as this provisional government came in power, they removed the restrictions on the public meetings and associations, which was seen under the Tsar rule. And everywhere the Soviets were formed. And in April 1917, Vladimir Lenin, he returned to Russia from his exile. Now, who was Lenin? I have already told you. He was the leader of Bolshevik party. And when he came back to Russia, he presented his April thesis. Now, what was this April thesis? Actually, Lenin believed that it was a time for Soviets to take power into their hands. So, he put forward his thesis. Now, according to his thesis, he believed that the war to be brought to an end, or you can say that Russia should withdraw itself from the war and the land to be transferred to the peasants. And third one, banks should be nationalized. And under the leadership of Lenin, in the industrial areas, factory committees were formed. We start questioning the way the industrialists ran their factories. And after that, more and more trade unions and soldiers' committees were formed. And as Lenin was against the provisional government, so he brought together different Soviets and prepared them for the revolution. And as the Bolshevik influence was growing more and more, the provisional government saw its power declining. So they decided to take a stern measures against the spreading discontent. Now what they do? They resisted the attempts by workers to run the factories and arrest leaders. Means they resisted all the workers if they say no to run the factories, and they arrested the leaders, those who were going against the government. And after that, the peasants and the socialist revolutionary leaders, they pressed for the redistribution of land. Means the Bolshevik party was asking for the redistribution of land between the peasants and the socialist. And under the leadership of Lenin, the provisional government was overthrown by the Soviets. And after that, the Lenin led the foundation of communist state, or you can say after the October Revolution of the Bolshevik party was renamed as the Russian Communist Party. And land was means land committees were formed, and the peasants seized most of the lands between the July and September. So the next important question is that how Lenin seized the power in Russia and how he removed the provisional government from Russia. So the next important event took place in Russia was the Revolution of October in 1917. Now, on 16 October 1917, Lenin persuaded the Petrograd Soviet and Bolshevik party to agree to a Soviet seizure of the power. Seizure of the power means to capture the power. Now here the Lenin asked the Petrograd Soviet. Now what is Petrograd Soviet? Already I have told you that it was a group of the striking workers and soldiers which was formed to remove the Tsar from his place. So he asked here Petrograd Soviet and Bolshevik party to merge together so that they can stand against the provisional government, and for that he formed a military revolutionary committee so that they can organize a proper seizure of the power from the provisional government. So on 24 October, the uprising took place in Russia, and the Prime Minister Kerensky, he left to call more troops to hold the situation. And the pro-government troops were sent to take over the telephones and telegraph offices so that they can protect the Winter Palace. But in response, the Military Revolutionary Committee, they ordered to seize the government offices and arrest the ministers. And they surrounded the city from all the sides. And the Aurora ship, which was the important ship of Russia, it shelled the Winter Palace, and other ships took over these strategic points. Means they have covered the city from all the sides so that no one can escape. And by the night, the city had been under the Bolsheviks and the ministers had surrendered. And all Russian Congress of Soviets had supported the Bolshevik actions, and by December, the Bolsheviks controlled the Moscow and the Petrograd area. Means now the Petrograd area was under the control of the Bolshevik party, and finally the provisional government was removed from Russia. So after the October Revolution, the Bolshevik party came into power, and as soon as they came in power, they brought many changes in Russia. Like first, they nationalized all the industries and banks in Russia in November 1917, which was one of the demand of the April thesis, as you know. Now, after that, all the lands were declared as the social property, and the peasants were allowed to seize the land from the nobles. Now, after that, whatever titles means the aristocracy was using, that was also banned by the Bolshevik government, and the new uniforms were designed for the army and officials. And after that, the Bolshevik party was renamed as the Russian Communist Party. And on November 1917, the Bolshevik conducted elections for the assembly, and in that assembly only the Bolshevik party was the party which contest the election. So with that you can say that Russia became a one party state, and even the trade unions were kept under the party control, and secret police were appointed, so that if anyone go against the government or if anyone criticize the Bolshevik party, they will be punished by the secret police. So with this we can conclude that as soon as Bolshevik came into power, their behavior changed, and they suppressed the voices which were raised in Russia, and which ultimately create a situation of civil war in Russia. So this we will discuss in our next video. So here I finish my fifth part of the video. Now in next video I will tell you more about the socialism in Russia. Thank you.